going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome to part 3 of our MK8 GTI Stage 3 build series. Now, if you missed part 1 and 2, feel free to go back and watch those. I think you guys will love them. But in part 1, we ended up taking the car to North Carolina for Wookiees in the Woods, and we teamed up with the ACM Technic guys to unlock the DSG in the car, while then flashing to Unitronic Stage 2 TCU tune and the Stage 1 Plus full torque ECU tune. And that was an absolute blast. We were ripping around Tail of the Dragon, having a great time, and the car felt absolutely fantastic. Then fast forwarding to part 2 of this build series, we installed the Unitronic downpipe on this car as well as the 2260S Pmax Turbo, while also flashing Unitronic Stage 3 ECU and TCU software. In this video, we're gonna actually take this car for a rip. We're gonna talk about first impressions, how I've been liking it. I've been able to drive the car for a couple weeks now, and I'm just getting a feel for it. I'm still feeling it out, but I think I can give you guys a pretty good representation of if you guys should do this to your GTI, if it's worth it, and how the performance feels now compared to our Stage 1 Plus file we were running just a few weeks back. But before we jump in the car, I wanna touch on one thing here, and that's the exhaust note. So going with the Unitronic downpipe, I figured that this exhaust note was gonna be crazy loud. If you guys remember, we are running the AWE touring setup on this car, and I gotta say, the exhaust note I think is perfect for me. Under 3,000 RPMs, you get a nice kind of growl to the car, nice sound. Over 3,000 RPMs, you get a much more substantial sound. However, there is no drone to this setup, guys. I've been driving it for 2 weeks. I've been trying to kind of, see what situations under high load and all this stuff. And there's no drone. I can't find it. So I'm really happy with that. I'm sure if we take that resonator out of there and went with the track setup, it's gonna be really loud. There's probably gonna be some drone. So touring seems to be good for now. And why don't we listen to that real quick? So I'm not sure how that came out on camera, guys, but in person, it sounds awesome. So I'm very happy with that. But I think we should jump in the car here, go for a little drive, and discuss a little bit more of how this thing feels day-to-day driving, and maybe do a few fun polls in it, show you guys how the performance is. So let's go. Setting off in the MK8 GTI with the Stage 3 Unitronic tune on it, and of course running that Pmax Turbo. Man, I've been messing around with this car for the last few weeks now, just trying to get my thoughts in order on this car, feel it out, so I can kind of accurately give you guys representation of what this setup is like. And now that it's been a few weeks, I think I can do that for you. So let's start off with first impressions. First impressions of the car is it pulls much harder at the top of the rev range. It pulls much harder for much longer than it did with the stock turbo. And that is a ton of fun. The power up top is awesome. It makes the car feel like way faster than the Stage 1 Plus setup was. And even though it feels much faster up top, the drivability down low isn't much different than Stage 1 was. However, there are a few differences I do want to point out. One is that there is a slight delay or lag that I feel from when you're at lower RPMs and you hit the gas. It feels like it takes just a little bit longer for this turbo to spool up to full boost. But when it does reach full boost, which isn't that crazy, it's not that big of a turbo, it feels fantastic. It pulls all the way to red line, and it is an absolute blast. It makes the car feel like a little rocket ship, honestly. Now, because of that lag, I initially thought that it was because I'm running a low torque file. Currently, I'm running their Stage 3 software, their Uniflex tune, in fact. So the car should be able to run anything from 93 all the way to E85. However, because I don't have MPI and the stock fueling system is a limitation, there really isn't any difference in terms of power and torque that I'll gain from running E85 on this setup right now. So Unitronic has told me that the 470 horsepower and the 425 foot-pounds of torque will be achieved on 93 and 93 alone. Running E85 on this setup might yield a little bit better cooling, but other than that, it's really not going to give us anything because we're on that stock fueling setup. Now, if we decide to go with MPI and the upgraded low pressure fuel pump, then things start getting a little crazy. We can run their full torque file, which I believe is like 500 horsepower and 437 pound-feet of torque. So I am curious, now that I've gone this far, like how much more would that feel like? Would there be more torque in the middle RPM band? I don't know. So that might be something down the road that we consider doing on this car. Again, I want to keep this a daily driver, but I know I've already gone this far, so I don't know. That MPI is definitely tempting. Now to chime in real quick on the TCU. The TCU tune on this, we're obviously running Stage 3 TCU, is really good. If you're just a normal drive, it does hold the RPMs a little bit more than it did with the Stage 2 TCU tune, and definitely more than stock. But it's nothing crazy. It really retains nice drivability with the drive mode, the normal drive mode in the GTI with that Stage 3 TCU file. The real fun begins when you throw it into sport mode. Sport mode is much more aggressive on their Stage 3 TCU. It'll hold the RPMs and won't shift until about 3,500 RPMs with this turbo setup, which is good because this turbo makes its boost a little bit later on in the RPM band. So if we just throw it into sport mode right now, and we make like 23 pounds of boost is what it looks like. And it is quick. You can try to do another little third gear pull here, and we'll just get on it. Yeah, it pulls when you get up there, man, that's for sure. But rolling onto it like that, I'm not really losing any traction there. I mean, I'm already at like 3,500 RPMs when you do that. But if we do like a second gear pull at like 33, woohoo! Yeah, dude. God, it's a lot of fun. Second, ooh, 5,000. Woo! God, dude. She cooks. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, it is insane. The thing is with this setup that I've identified is that the torque doesn't quite hit you like a wall, like kind of like the Stage 1 plus full torque setup. That torque just kind of like wham, just nailed you at like 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs, and it was a big torque hit, and I really like that, to be honest. This one is more gradual, but when you start getting up into the upper RPMs, like you definitely feel it pushing you back in the seat, and then when you look down at the speedometer, you're like, oh yeah, that is way faster than it was prior with the stock turbo. Now, upgrading to a bigger turbo, you're not usually looking to do that to get better gas mileage, but I will say that on 93, if you're just driving the car normally, I was getting like 31 mpg on the freeway, and I haven't got 31 mpg in this car for a very long time. So that's kind of cool. You can drive it, you know, less aggressively, very civilized, then you will get better mpg out of this because you're not driving in boost as much as it makes boost later on in the RPM band. But yeah, it is fun. 3,500 RPMs. Yeah, it pulls pretty good, man. It pulls pretty good. Definitely could get me in trouble if I'm not careful. Now in sport, with that catback, the touring catback exhaust on here and the downpipe, we definitely get some louder pops. I'm not sure if my little mic is picking it up or not, but it's kind of cool. I have them all the way set down, lowest duration. Yeah, and it's 88 degrees out right now, and the car just keeps pulling. I am very excited to test this out in the fall, just to see when it's a little cooler here in Georgia. We get into better boost weather. But yeah, overall, I don't think this car is like heat soaking or anything like that. We do have that huge Unitronic intercooler on the car as well. All right, second gear. Yeah, second gear, man. She struggles for traction a little bit, for sure. Third gear, though, I'm pretty surprised. It hooks up, locked up my seatbelt here. Third gear, though, it hooks up pretty good. And I'm kind of surprised that I'm not just burning through third gear. However, I think that might be because we're making torque higher up the rev range there. So it might save the tires a little bit. But yeah, overall, guys, I really enjoy this setup here. I think their Stage 3 setup is very good. I do wish that it had just a little bit better response down low, and obviously not being able to run E85 anymore, or I can run it, but it doesn't really do anything for the car, is a little disappointing. However, I know that that would be an easy fix if we just install MPI and the low pressure fuel pump. Just depends how far I want to take this little daily car of mine. But again, like I said, we've gone this far, so it's not off the table is what I'm trying to say. Now, I will try to get some actual metrics for you guys. Like I said in the last video here, I don't street race. I'm not somebody who really pays a lot of attention to, you know, specific times, how fast it is, 60 to 130. I want it to feel good while I'm driving it. I want it to be relatable to you guys, and I want to be able to portray what the setup feels like. But I do understand that one way to do that is to show you guys draggy numbers and things like that. So stay tuned for future videos here, guys. This is not going to be the end of this setup, that's for sure. We got a bunch more content coming up with this thing, and I will try to get you guys some draggy metrics as well, so you guys can at least see those. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this series of videos here. I know it's taken a little while to do. Been really busy with work and other stuff here, but I really appreciate you guys watching this video series, and I hope if you didn't learn anything through this whole thing, that at least it was like entertainment for you guys. But I definitely learned a lot, and I want to thank all the folks that I worked with. The Unitronic guys have been just a huge help with all the little questions that I've had over the last few months working on this. And so they've been a major help. So thank you guys very much. Also the guys at ACM Technic, you guys have been great as well. Arian, I want to thank him personally in this as well. If he's watching, I really appreciate your insight on everything. And yeah, guys, I love the setup. I think it's a great daily driver setup here. There is a little part of me though that wishes it just had a little bit better response down low, and maybe that would kind of be taken care of if we go for the MPI setup and low pressure fuel pump upgrade. But that's for another video, that's for another time. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye.